Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a free mod. This is Grafs, Cockpit and Bridges. So Graf, previously I looked at their 1x1 habs, which was very nice. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at the Cockpits and Bridges. This mod improves the Cabot, Kon-Tiki, Viking and Taiyo cockpit bridges. It includes aesthetic functional improvements to the cockpit layout. So yeah, let's go check it out, shall we? All right, so here we are in game. So Graf hasn't kind of added extra habs. They've just kind of modified, or extra cockpits. They've just modified the base one. So we'll start off with the Nova ones. So the Nova Cabot 3X, they added 2 crew slots. So it goes from 2 to 4. We're gonna go check that one out. I'm gonna have to extend that slightly. I'm gonna slap that there. Yeah, let's go check out this one. Alright, so here we are in the... Oh my Jesus Christ, Cora, don't fucking be just like that, okay? So here we are in the... So this one, they added 2 extra seats. So these jump seats here, they added them in, which is very nice. Obviously, we have the base version. Not the base version, but like the base version just had this chair here, and then these 2 side chairs. So I really like that. Mod author did a very nice job on the side seat. What are these seats out of, actually? Let me sit in them. Like to always test. Oh, there's a bit of clipping, but that's minor. Oh, that is cool. Okay, very, very cool. That seems to be the only change with the Cabot 3X, so we're gonna jump and check the 4 now. Cora is just, yeah, Cora's being strange. Alright, so we're gonna check the C4 now. So this has 6 crew stations, so the mod author increased it from 2 to 6, and then they added some stuff. So let's check the interiors. Alright, so here we are. Let's check it out. Oh, okay, cool. So we have the two seats from the first one, and then we've got these 2 side panel, or side like little control station seats. I will say, just looking at it, I wonder if the... I know we're not like focusing on this for this one, we're focusing on these ones as well, but I really like... I'm just gonna do a quick sit test, make sure it works. Also, like I was saying, the crew slot is now at 6 for this, which is very nice. Okay, very cool, very cool. One of the things I've noticed too, just looking at the some of the stats and stuff, is that the mod author kind of like tweaked them. So like, for instance, because there's like different variants of like the bridges and stuff, or cockpits, that the mod author kind of tweaked individual variants. We're gonna check. Next we're gonna check is the Stroud Kon-Tiki. So we'll start off with the cockpits. So the Stroud Kon-Tiki 300, 310, and 400 are all the same. So we're gonna just we'll put you there. So do they add extra crew? No, they didn't. They're just okay. So they're all. Let's go check this one out. Yeah, we're climbing in. So just for FYI, the 300, the 310, and the 400 are gonna look the same. Right. Ooh, okay. So they moved the chairs slightly to the side with little kind of control panels, which is really, really nice. I quite like that. I think that's all they did for this one. I do like that though. I think one of the issues like with them is this had like the chairs were just kind of like everywhere and anywhere, and it was kind of awkward because crews would talk to you a lot. They probably will still talk, but hopefully not as much. Now we're gonna check out the Kon-Tiki B500, which I think that's the bigger one. Alright, so next we're checking the 500, which yeah, the 500 is bigger. They also increased the crew slots from 4 to 5. Now, what's interesting here is they may have... I'm just going off of the changes listed. The mod author may have tweaked extra stuff. Let's go check out this. Then we're gonna check the 600 too, because it doesn't say the 600, but we'll check it just in case. Let's go look inside. These kind of bridges are my favorite. Ooh, yeah. All right, so straight off the bat, we've got. Okay, cool. So we still have these seats here, but they've got crew station in front of them now, which is really nice. That means they're going to be less likely to talk to you because they'll have something blocking your sight line. They also have two little kind of like side chairs here, and then this terminal. Yeah, this is very nice. I really like this one. Or are these? I think these are new too. This is really nice. Very, very cool. This is one of my favorite bridges in terms of like how it looks, but the biggest issue was always the seating. So by default, these were the chairs. They were there and there. Let me just do it quick. Get stuck in them. I don't think I will though. And oh, good. This is very cool. Really, really liking these. Because yeah, these cockpits always were kind of the ones where they look the best aesthetically, but having like the crew without something blocking their sight line, they would just constantly talk to you. Now that's not necessarily a problem, depending on kind of what you're into. We're gonna really quickly check the 600 just to see, and then we'll be back. All right, so just looking at the stat difference between, there's no real difference, just a little bit more cargo, 20 more cargo, which is kind of funny. So I'm assuming that the mod author hasn't really changed much with them, but we'll just double check. Okay, yeah, the cockpit's the exact same as the 500 variant. Very nice. All right, now we're going to check out the Viking CP versions. All right, so these ones the mod authors tweaked a fair bit. So the 100 and the 110 don't get any stat changes with crew station, but they do get some stuff. So we're going to go check them out. I am interested to see because, like, I think the Viking was one of the few cockpits, but I didn't think it needed much change. Okay. Okay, so they replaced the two aft crew seats with two console workstations. Really cool. I like. Again, I quite like this because it this was, I think, another one. Like, it wasn't as bad as the what the okay, he's floating. Okay, it wasn't as bad as the Kon-Tiki, the B bridges, but it was still a bit of a problem. This is kind of, these bridges in general are the best ones for if you want that crew slot. So the 100 and the 110 are going to be the exact same. So now we're going to check out the 200 and the 210, which adds extra crew slots and interiors to match. Alright, so as you can see, the 200 and the 210 have a crew station of 6 as opposed to the 4. We're gonna check the 210 version. So I'm assuming we're gonna get 2 more extra seats. So let's go check that out. Alright, in we go. Whoops, my gun's invisible. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we got 2 extra seats at the back here. This is chock-a-block. I like it though. I will say I did always find it kind of interesting that this I think was tied with, no, I think it was the second best bridge for crew. But as you can see, we've got these chairs at the back, and I'm just gonna double check, make sure they can function. Yeah, no, they work perfectly. Really like this change. And then the final one we're gonna check is the 2200, which adds an extra 1 up to 7 crew. So let's go check that out. So yes, the CP 2200 goes, or 22, 20, no, the 220 goes to 7 crew. So let's go check out the interior. All right, let's see what they added. Oh, okay. So they added a central nav console, which is quite cool. So I quite like this. This bridge has a whole lot going on now, which is really, really cool. I could definitely see this being used like kind of like, this would be, I mean, really, if you wanted to make, I mean, anything, but I could see this being used like as a kind of a, because I feel like whenever somebody's making like a kind of a large scale ship, like, you know, they like to have one of the big bridges, the Cabot or the Deimos one. And while this one originally, like by default, without using the mod, it had the crew slots, but it didn't really have the kind of, it didn't showcase these crew slots. So now it does, which is really nice. I could definitely see this being used on kind of more builds. Right, so now we're gonna check out the Taiyo ones. Go jump into that, shall we? All right, so the Samurai gets an increase. It moves the seats around. One of the things I like is just we'll kind of get to them as we go. Is that the mod author has kind of the enhanced variants of like all of the cockpits, like get some slight changes, which is very nice. So one of the things about these cockpits, just straight off the bat, was the okay. Okay, I really like this. This is very cool. So originally, the seating was just back here. There was 2 extra seats, and it kind of made this cockpit feel more like you were like a chauffeur and less like, you know, your captain. So it's added these little side panels and then these forward panels, which is very, very cool. Really, really nice. So we're going to check out the enhanced variant, see what that adds. So stat-wise, the enhanced variant adds 1 extra crew over the normal one. So let's go check if that is reflected in the crew composition. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, so this one just adds a navigation console, which is really cool. As you can see, one of the things too is like that. Obviously, because these are based like vanilla assets, there'll be animations to them. Like Simeon he's contemplating where are we attacking next, Simeon. I agree. We should wipe the frontier off the map. All right, so let's check out the next 2, which is the Daimyo. I think that's how you say it. All right, so the Daimyo adds 2 extra crew. So one of the things to kind of notice, or if you're not really familiar, all of the Taiyo bridges are the exact same stat-wise. The only difference is they have more storage. So the fact that the mod author kind of took that into account and kind of improved upon them is really cool. So unlike the Samurai bridge, which we checked, which has base crew of 2 and then 3, this one has a base crew of 4. Okay, nice. So we've got, like with the Samurai, we've got the 2 ones here. And then we've got 2 more kind of side ones back here. Okay, I was gonna say I just imagine these fold out, but they don't. But that's really cool. Very, very nice. And now we're gonna check out the enhanced version, which gives us 1 extra crew slot like before. As you can see, the enhanced version of the Daimyo is 5 crew instead of 4. So we're gonna go check that out. All right, here we are inside. I'm assuming it's just gonna add it. Yeah, okay. So it just adds the middle navigation console again, like the enhanced Samurai. Really cool though. All right, so next we're gonna check out the Shogun, which is kind of again the base version of the Shogun, and even the enhanced version. They're just all the same. This one, it seems like this one with this mod, like I was saying, I've said a few times, it just keeps improving them. So the Shogun has base Shogun has a crew of 5. So let's go and add that in. Shogun Cockpits. Yes, the Shogun 5. Go see what it looks like inside, shall we? All right, let's check out the interior of the Shogun. All right, so we have, by default, we have the 4 normal chairs, and then we have another one back here. Crew seat. Okay, very nice. Does this work? Just making sure this all works. I will say I appreciate this improvement the most, just because with these ones, by default, you kind of have to make your own bridge stuff, like add your own computers to make it look nice. We're gonna check out the Shogun Enhance, which adds 1 extra crew slot. So let's check that out. It's stat-wise, Shogun Enhance gets an extra 1 over it, and then obviously the cargo improves, but that's a vanilla thing. So let's go check out the Shogun Enhance. All right, we're inside the cockpit. Let's check it out. All right, so the Shogun Enhance just adds like before, it adds the navigation console. Okay, very nice, very nice. That chair over there just seems, I like it. It's just kind of funny because it just sits over here and just kind of chill. Are these supposed to be jump seats? I think these are supposed to be jump seats, which is kind of interesting. It's weird that like we've never actually got those in game. Probably wouldn't be too hard to make. Anyway, now we're going to check out the final two, which is the Himeji, I think, and then the Himeji command. So let's go check them out. It's like I was saying before, the base version of all these cockpits just have 2 crews. So the Himeji has 6, which is very nice. The Himeji is supposed to be like kind of the end game. That and the command are supposed to be the end game cockpits for Taiyo. And the fact that kind of by the base versions of them, they don't really look it. So this, obviously they add 6 crew slots, so up from 2. And then let's check out the interior. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of before. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's same as before, just we've got 1 extra seat. Excuse me. The so again, it looks really, really cool. Check these seats. I do like it though. It's quite it's compact, but it definitely gets the job done, and it's a lot better than the original, which was just like a seat in the middle for the pilot and then 2 kind of seats sitting far back. Now we're going to check out the final one, which is the command, which gives us brings us from crew slot 6 to from 2 base to 7, which I'm assuming it's just going to add the central command console, but we shall check. Yeah, stat-wise 7 crew, which is really good. That puts it on par with, let me just double check. That puts it on par with the, I want to say, yeah, the Viking CP 2200. And then I think it's going to be under the Deimos one. Oh no, yeah, it's under the Deimos, the Ares. Let's go check it out. So all in all, like, Graf has done an awesome job here, just like with the 1x1 habs. This is definitely a kind of a must-have for anybody that is kind of just wants a new kind of refreshing take on the cockpits. So yeah, and we see here we've got the 7, so we've got navigation console, and then say, Simeon, you're enjoying life there, very nice. So you've got obviously these ones I really like because like you see like the improvements as they go through. So like you start off with the 2 and then 3, and then this one is the best. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All in all, like I said, Graf did an amazing job. Definitely gonna make these more useful in my eyes, like from a kind of a role play perspective. It's because currently I feel like whenever I was making kind of Taiyo ships using the Taiyo bridges, I was kind of more, it was always like a luxury liner sort of stuff, like thing where, you know, the pilot, it's just like a single pilot sort of thing and no one else really in there with him. But now you can definitely make more variety of ships with this mod and actually have your crew. So yeah, as always, I test this on PC, so if you have it and you have it on Xbox, let me know if there's any issues. One of the things I will note, and it mentions it in it, is the mod will conflict with any mod that makes base changes to the to like the cockpit stats. So put this lower in your load order, meaning if you want this to always work, put it as far down at the bottom as you can. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and catch you in the next one. Bye bye.